Welcome back. Today, we are diving into a city that isn't just playing the real estate game, it's completely tearing up the rulebook. We are, of course, talking about Dubai and how it's become the undisputed champion of the luxury property world. Let's get right into it. I want to start with a single number, 435. That's how many homes in Dubai sold for over 10 million US dollars in 2024 alone. I mean, that is the highest number ever recorded in any city anywhere in the world. And honestly, that one number pretty much sets the stage for this entire story. And this chart right here really puts that number into perspective. We're not talking about a city that's, in the top 10 or even the top 5. Dubai is number 1. It's the world's busiest market for these mega homes, blowing past traditional powerhouses like New York and London. It's not even close. So first up, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of what's happening here. This isn't just a trend, it's a total reshaping of the global market. But here's the thing, this didn't happen by accident. It wasn't just some random property boom. As Will McIntosh points out, this incredible growth is the direct result of a 50-year plan, a meticulously crafted strategy by the government to build a global hub. And that strategy, well, it worked. It has turned Dubai into a literal magnet for global wealth. So if we know that Dubai is the destination, the next question is why? Why is all this money pouring in from every corner of the globe? Which, of course, brings us to the big question. I'm sure you're thinking it too. With all the amazing cities in the world, why are the wealthiest people choosing Dubai? What's the secret sauce here? Well, the data gives us a pretty clear answer. When you ask these high net worth buyers directly, you get two motivations tied for the top spot. 40% say it's the flexible visa options that make moving there easy, and another 40% point to the lack of personal taxes. You put those two together, and that is a seriously powerful financial incentive. But it's never just about the money, is it? The incredible quality of life and the world-class infrastructure are huge factors too. Dubai has spent decades building this image and reality of a super modern, incredibly safe, and exciting place to live. That lifestyle pull is a massive piece of the puzzle. Okay, so we've got the why. We know what's drawing people in, but who are they? Let's take a closer look at the new homeowners who are literally building the new Dubai. So you hear this term all the time, high net worth individual, or HNWI. What are we actually talking about here? Well, for this survey, they weren't just looking at people who are well off. They focused on an ultra-exclusive group, folks with a personal net worth of 20 million US dollars or more. And they are coming from everywhere. Just look at this breakdown. The two biggest groups are from the UK and India, almost neck and neck. This shows you right away that this isn't just a regional thing. It is a truly global phenomenon, attracting money and people from both the East and the West. And here's what might be the most important change of all. The type of buyer has completely shifted. The market used to be full of short-term speculators, people looking to buy a property and flip it for a quick profit. That's not what's happening today. The new key player is the end user. It's a simple concept, really. It's someone who is buying a property to actually live in it. These are families, entrepreneurs, people who are putting down roots and making Dubai their home base. This is what's making the market so much more stable and mature. So when you have this wave of long-term, ultra-wealthy residents moving in, it creates demand for a very specific, very new kind of property. And that brings us to the incredible rise of branded homes. Yeah, this is a huge part of the Dubai story right now. It goes beyond just a nice villa or a penthouse. It's about buying into a whole lifestyle, one that's curated by some of the most famous luxury brands on the planet. And they're called branded residences. The idea is pretty genius. A developer teams up with a huge luxury brand, could be a hotel, could be a fashion house, and they build homes together. So you get not just the name, but the design, the quality, and the 5-star service that comes with it. And these basically come in two main flavors. First, you've got hospitality linked. That means your home is literally attached to a 5-star hotel, so you can get room service, housekeeping, access to the spa, the whole shebang. Then there's non-hospitality linked. These are standalone buildings, but they're tied to brands like Bugatti or Karl Lagerfeld and come with their own unique, brand-specific perks. And look at this. This chart perfectly backs up that end-user trend we were just talking about. When you ask these wealthy buyers what they plan to do with their fancy new branded home, the number one answer is to use it as their main residence. They aren't just parking their money, they are moving in. So where are they buying? Well, for the absolute wealthiest of the wealthy, we're talking people with over $50 million, two neighborhoods stand out: the super exclusive, sprawling villas of Emirates Hills and the buzzing, high rise energy of Dubai Marina. Two totally different lifestyles, both at the absolute peak of luxury. And this table tells such a fascinating story. Emirates Hills is all about exclusivity. Prices per square foot are way higher, but there were only 20 sales all year, and there's literally zero new construction. Then you look at Dubai Marina, it's all about volume and energy. Lower prices, sure, but over 1,700 sales and more than 8,000 apartments currently being built. It just shows how diverse the demand is, even at the very, very top. Okay, all of this is happening right now, but it brings us to our final and maybe most important section. What comes next? Let's talk about Dubai's next chapter. Here's the first number you need to know about the future. By the year 2040, Dubai's population is projected to hit 5.8 million. It's at about 3.65 million today. That's an explosion of more than 2 million new people, and every single one of them is going to need a place to live. And here's the supply side of that equation. Right now, there are 352,000 new homes scheduled to be finished by the end of 2028. It is a mind-boggling amount of construction. But the big question is it going to be enough? And that's really the ultimate question we're left with. With a population that's set to skyrocket and a construction pipeline running at full speed, can the city possibly keep up? Is Dubai just scrambling to meet demand, or is it building towards a kind of future that will, once again, completely change our idea of what a global city can be? The next chapter is still being written.